Who that family? Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and who that too.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking indeed. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that? Who that to the Black and Gold family members, man? We in this thing. TSC Q&A Live number 37. We in the building. Big ups to the Sports Coma family. The great Saint Think Tank is in full effect. Much love to you and Yearns on this episode of TSC Q&A Live, our Patreon special. But at least 3 or 4 times a year, we do have a full access show where we do get and allow it to be played at least 4 times a year to the rest of the family members. But much love to the Patreon family members. Much love to our YouTube family members, YouTube member family members. The Great Saint Think Tank is in full effect. So thank you guys for joining us on this episode of the Sports Coma. We in the building. Big ups to all the family members. Good to see y'all in this thing as well as we back to business. We had some repairs and stuff done, man. Let's get it crackulating. Let's get it popping. You understand? Let's get it moving and shaking. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the family members. Good to see y'all in this piece as well. So like I traditionally say, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q. That's Black Suede over there. Over there is Black Suede. And Suede, how you doing today, my friend? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for round 3. I'm waiting on round 3 this weekend. It's going down. You know, we got these people whining about you can't hard to beat Brady 3 times. Man, come on, man.
Well, you should
get them some Kleenex.
You should understand that was going to happen, Suede. We talked about that pretty much every time we played the Buccaneers. They made excuses for them. So, but in TSC Q&A, we got some news, notes, and items we're going to go over with the family members. Of course, with TSC Q&A Live, we do the breakdown. We open up the chat as well. And then, of course, we played a hater skit. Now, I got a couple of hater skits we're going to play on TSC Q&A Live today. We're going to basically hear what the haters are saying about the Saints' upcoming matchup with the Bucs. We only do that on TSC Q&A Live. So much love to the family members. Please strike upon the like button. Please subscribe if you aren't a subscriber to the Great Saint Think Tank. And by all means, feel free to share all of the show links with everybody that you know that's a Saints family member, you know, and people that's borderline Saints family members that's tired of Atlanta Falcons and say, you know what, I need a new team. Well, come on over here, former Falcon people, to the Black and Gold bandwagon. Come on over here, former Dallas Cowgirl family members. Come on over here, Minnesota Vikings, former family members.
Yeah, but the bandwagon don't start till next year. We locked it for this year.
Okay, we don't have enough room, says Sway. All right, so let's keep it moving in this piece. Roll call. We're gonna start off with the roll call. GM Kev first in the chat. Who that to you? Jasper Bowden. What's up, Jasper? Who that to you?
Jasper.
Jared Paul Jr. Who that to you?
Jerry.
What's up, man? Says welcome back, Big Q. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate it. All right, Trey Joseph. Who that to you? Good to see you. Trail Hatch. Who that to you as well? Trey Joseph says from crop to yacht. Troy Thompson, what's up, Troy? Who that to you as well? Big ups to the family members chiming in this thing. All right, who else we got there? All right, we got Young City Night Ward. Who that to you? Muse of Abysmal Bliss. Who that to you, baby? Good to see you. Lovely Spirit. Who that to you, Lovely Spirit? Thank you for chiming in on the show today. Charles, what's up, Charles? Who that, fam? Good to see you. Freddie, what's up, Freddie? Freddie in the building as well. Big ups to you, Freddie. Good to see you. Tori Shepard Senior. What's up, Tori? Big ups, fam. Who that to you as well? Good to see you in the live stream. Pick it and flick it. Who that to you, fam? What's up, Will? Will Dickerson. Who that to you, fam? Josh Goat 23. Who that to you? KB. What's up, KB, baby? Who that to you? CT Crush. What's up, big brother? Who that to you as well? Kenny Sutton. What's up, cuz? Who that to you, Kenny? Big ups to you as well. Brother Donovan. What's up, Brother Donovan? How you doing, fam? Who that to you? Welcome you. All right, Madge Prime. Who that to you? Good to see you.
Good.
What's good in the building? All right, who else? Okay, jumped on me, family. You know I'm going to get everybody before we kick it off.
Where's Gundam?
I'm going to let Sway say it. All right, what's up, Ali? Ali Williams, who that to your fam? He says, who that? Bucks winning. He said Bucks winning 56-0, go Bucks. Okay, Ali say he like the Bucks. It's all right, Ali. All right, Devin C, who that to you? All right, Gabriel. What's up, Gabriel? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well.
You know what, Q? You know what, Q? Ali reminded me of my cousin. She named her son. His middle name was Barack Ali.
Barack is his first name?
It was two middle names, Barack and Ali.
Okay,
and
so
I thought about him. You heard it. You heard it just like I heard it. So it's broccoli. It's broccoli. It's like, dude, why she mess this man going into the public school system?
Sway must be hungry, man. That's what he's talking about, man. That's why he must be. We used to cap back in the day, and that's one of the names we used to throw around. What was it, Charles Broccoli? You know, we used to throw stuff around.
Charles Broccoli, Elvis Pepsi.
Elvis Pepsi, that was another one. Yeah, all that kind
of Winfrey.
Okra Winfrey. Oh yeah. Fred Ham and Cheese. Remember that one? Marvin Sapsucker. Remember that one? We used to do all that, man. We just some creative dudes, man. But anyway, big ups to you, Brian. What's up, Brian? Big ups to you. Who that to you, bro? Brother man, who that to you as well? Willie Jackson, who that to you, Willie? Sway, there he is.
Whoa, Gundam!
All right, brother Gundam in the building. Big ups to you as well. Pastor Smellgood, what's up, Pastor Smellgood? How you doing, fam? All right, Dwayne, what's up,
Pastor Smellgood, I need to know what's some good cologne, bro. I need to know what's some good cologne to wear, man.
All right, Pastor Smellgood on the he gonna drop it on the chat. All right, James, 1984 JB, who that to you, James? Big ups to you. Who that for life? What's up, fam? Good to see you in the building as well. All right, all the family members. Who that for life? All of them, everybody, man. Much love to y'all. Sad Scott, what's up, fam? He says Bucks about to get the issue 3 times, 3-peat, they tell, right? And we're gonna get into that, bro. We're gonna drop some. Ken Rassa, what's up, Ken Rassa? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you there. Marty Frost, what's up, Marty? Who that? He says, if anybody know Trey Hendrickson, the word on the street is Trey Hendrickson supposed to play in this matchup. It's not official. We won't know until tomorrow when the official injury report, but word on the street is Trey should be all right to play in this upcoming game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So big ups to you. All right, who that for life says, Q, I got the Trust the Peyton shirt. All right, good. Send us a picture, bro. Take a picture of the truck. Who that for life, take a picture of yourself in it, bro. Take a picture of it and send it to the PRO Media Network at gmail.com. One of the team members will get it, whether myself or there's several of us get it, and they'll put it up on the community section of the page so that everybody can see you and your gear. So if they got family, that's for all y'all. If y'all have sports coma gear, man, take a picture of yourself in your sports coma gear, dined out in the playoff gear, playoff attire. Send us a picture at the PRO Media Network at gmail.com, and we will post a picture of you rocking your gear in the community section. That's for everybody, so y'all remember that. Thank you. All right, appreciate you there. Who that for life, bro? Big ups to you. All right, P. Felton, who that to you, bro? Good to see you in the chat as well. Oh, Cooler, what's up, oh, Cooler? Big ups to you, fam. Ferg 318, who that to you as well. All right, let's see. Pastor Smell Good says, I got some blue D Chanel EDP for you. Some blue. I hope I said that right. Sound kind of French. I hope I ain't butcher it, Pastor Smell Good.
Yeah, it's blue.
Blue the channel.
Blue Divisional.
Blue D Chanel in EDP. How much a bottle of that would cost there, Pastor Smell Good? What's the cost on that, bro? All right. Big ups. What's the rest of the family members in the live stream? If you didn't hear your name, give me a shout out and I'll give you all right. Put that in the chat for me, Wade. The PRO Media Network at gmail.com for Who That for Life and all of the family members. That's the general email of the platform where you can reach it. I'll get it. Somebody will send it to me. It's a group thing where several people got access to it that work doing editing work and all kind of stuff behind the scenes that help us out a lot. So Swade's going to drop it in the chat right there. No, Swade, the PRO Media Network.
Oh,
It's the PRO Media Network at gmail.com. You put the pro media network.com. No, it's the PRO Media Network at gmail.com. All right, that's the email. All right, $1.20 say Pastor Smell Good. Thank you, Pastor Smell Good. That ain't too bad, bro. That's pretty good. All right, big ups to all the family members. All right, list the address for gift folders. Okay, thank you. We got that and I appreciate you. Muse of Abysmal Bliss as well. All right, the PRO Media Network at gmail.com. That is correct. Thank you, Sway. That is the correct email, family. So please feel free to use that as well. 985 live in the building. What's up, fam? Who that to you? What's up, Tyra, baby? Who that, Tyra? Big ups to you, baby. Much love to you. Good to see you in the chat as well. Big ups to Tyra, man. Good to see her in there. All right, Gundam says, question, Big Q, do you think Davenport will affect Brady? I think Marcus Davenport is key. He is definitely that, bro. Davenport had a few pretty good plays in that matchup last week against the Bears. He didn't break the stat mold, but you can see he was very disruptive in that game and getting that experience. So getting Trey Hendrickson back along with Davenport, Carl Granderson, all those guys feeling confident. And when the Saints pin when they can pin their ears back, it's a big problem. So I definitely think he's going to definitely ratchet his game up because with Hendrickson coming back, it forces Davenport in that reserve role, and he plays, he empties out, in terms of he's a high motor guy. He gives a full out effort, and from time to time he got out of position. But Davenport's still very young, and remember, this is, even though it's his third season, this is really his first time in the playoffs. Prior to that, the last two prior years, he was out of the damn playoffs due to injury. So it's good to just have everybody healthy in the game, just to say the least about the Bears. One of the biggest things I liked about the Bears matchup is obviously the fact that we came out of there relatively healthy. So big ups to the rest of the family members. Last Saint, what's up, brother Tyrese? He said, I have the Tom Ford. Nor smells very good. I can't smell cologne for some reason. All right, Revolt, what's up? Revolt Control in the building. What's up, Revolt? Big ups to you, fan. All right, and that's big ups to the rest. Okay, all the family members. I'm gonna get to the news in a minute. All right, who else we got there to thank as well? I think I got everybody, man. I think I got everybody. If you didn't hear your name, give me a who that, and I'll give you a who that back, baby. So big ups to the family members as well on this one. So, all right, let's get into the show, fam. So, much love. Okay, Shedrick. What's up, brother Shedrick? Who that to you, bro? Good to see you in the chat as well. So much love. All right, fam. In this installment of the Sports Coma, we're gonna go into some. We're gonna go into some news. I'm gonna share the screen in just a second. We'll cover some news notes and items. I was gonna play a little. Peyton had a press conference. I was gonna play a teleconference actually, and I was gonna play a little Coach Peyton's teleconference. But instead, I just, in interest of time and wanted to get to more impressing topics, I'm just forego that, and we're just gonna just hit a few news notes and items.
You know what I noticed? It's like some miscellaneous information, but I'm noticing that Drew
Who that,
Brees is
Kelly?
beginning to talk like Sean Payton.
What you mean?
Like, you know, when Payton talks and he says, well, look,
Who that,
and
Kelly?
how
Who that, Pat?
huh?
No, go
Yeah,
ahead.
what's up, Pat? It's just certain words that he used. He's thought that Payton uses. Brees is starting to use him now. He's starting to talk just like Sean Payton. I don't know if everybody
Like what?
noticed it, but these are some
Is
things.
he saying
Huh?
sigils?
No, he's just the way he breaks down his explanation. It's just like Peyton, where he'll stop and to say, you know, look, and you have to peep it out. If you listen to them both, you'll see exactly what I'm saying.
Well, you do. Well, they've been together. I don't know how long, Swade.
Yeah,
They've been together for years, man. So yeah, I definitely get that. And man, you know what the great part about Drew, him talking about running Drew off so he could be a commentator. If some kind of way Coach Payton could convince Drew Brees to come back on the team as a coach of some sort, maybe a special offensive coach of some sort, that'll be really, instead of him saying, "Listen, Drew, whatever they're gonna try to pay you as a commentator." Come
we're gonna
on
give you
over
that
here.
as a coach.
We're gonna give you that as an analyst, so you can stay here as a coach, a special
Right,
assistant with the
quarterback coach.
offense, right? A quarterback coach and or special something like that to get them used to being a coach on that side. We'll match whatever you're gonna do on the television. Just come on back, and plus on top of that, you got to pay Drew anyway. So I mean, you might as well try to get him to stay on the team in some capacity. I think he helps any quarterback that you bring in here
I
acclimate to
think
that
you're right. That
offense.
would be awesome.
What you think? Y'all like that idea, family? Let me get the Great Saint Think Tank involved in that. How y'all feel about that, family? About possibly whatever Drew Brees is going to get from there. I know, and people going to say Jim Kev is a money man. Jim Kev going to say, well, Q, I don't know about that, but perhaps we can we can get Drew to come back and say, listen, whatever NBC gonna give you, Drew, we gonna match it. We know NBC ain't gonna give him 20 million, to be a commentator. We know they ain't gonna do that. So whatever that
Right.
is, let's give him that to be a special assistant. That way he stays in familiar surroundings and settings. He close to the team, and then of course it could be a slow roll for eventually. Could you see him stand with Sean Payton, and ultimately, if Coach Payton says I retired, we could possibly see Drew Brees become a coaching. I know I'm going a bit far with it, but I'm saying, man, could we see Drew Brees? I know this hadn't been introduced, but Drew Brees as an assistant stays on Swade all the way to Coach Payton retires and assumes the lineage of the head coach. Drew becomes a head coach after 3 or 4 years. Say that people say, Q, that's a little bit much, but shit, you look at Joe Brady, man. Joe Brady, the former offensive assistant we had here, Swade, with the Saints a couple seasons ago. He got a job as a passing game coordinator with LSU, right? We go undefeated, win a championship. The next year, he's the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. And next year, they trying to get him to be a coach. This is a rapid recession. You don't think Drew Brees could do that as an offensive coordinator? I know he can. So, I mean, what you think about it, Swade? We're going to get into our stories after that.
I mean, it's a possibility. Can Drew control a locker room? Would be the question. We already know he has the intelligence, the football intelligence, especially on offense. And he can definitely coach a quarterback. I do believe that, and Winston is going to need it once he's possibly gone. So I definitely would like that. I could see Drew Brees, moving up in the coaching rankings, but he'll just have to learn how to be a player's coach and control the locker room, and that'll be his only obstacle right there.
Well,
far down the line, but hey, it can happen.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, people got Drew Brees as an offensive play caller doing Sean Payton's offense. I mean, he knows that offense arguably better than Payton, because not only does he know it from a textbook perspective like Coach Payton does, but he actually implemented it successfully for years on the field of play. So he has a multi-dimensional standpoint view on that. And plus, Drew's already a really intelligent dude. He already knows the guys that he played with him. And of course, this year he have 2 Super Bowl rings. If you don't do that, somebody else is going to try to get Drew Brees to come on their team as some type of special assist or something like that. And I hear what Well, I think Trey says he's going to feel too close to the game. That's what Trey said. But I mean, but wouldn't he feel the same if he's NBC? At least he can go home and sleep in his own bed every night, except when they're on the road. He can't do that with NBC, especially in
right,
these times
right.
of 19, bro. You get me?
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'd love to see that. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see how that unfolds. That's kind of further down the line, though. I don't even think Drew's retiring next year. I think he'll be back.
All right. Who that, Dave? Okay, well, Sway holding to that, man. He been saying that for a while. Who that to you, Dave? Big ups to you,
Right.
Till.
And it's all on what Brady does, by the way, though. If Brady retires, then maybe Drew will retire. But if Brady stays, Drew's staying. You're not gonna let him have the rings and the records. I want my daddy record.
Well, you might not have much of a choice on that, bro, if he can't physically be able
Hey,
to.
I'm sorry, Tyra. What's happening, Tyra? What's up, Tyra? Shout out to Tyra. You heard me. She said, "Hey, I'm sorry. I was asleep. Pardon me."
Well, straight up,
me, man.
who that to the rest of the family members? Wallace Smith, who that to you? DJ Philco, who that to you? Straight booming. What's up, fam? Big ups to you. Teal the legend. Big ups to your fam as well. Good to see you in the building as well. All right, CT Crush, thank you for your super chat, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate that, bro. All right. Let's see what else we got in the rest of the family. What's up, Charles? Who that to you? Swadeonomics. All right. Kinda great. What's up, bro?
Swadeonomics, baby.
And Carlton says Breeze is done. Stick a fork in him, says Carlton. Who that to you, Carlton? Good to see you there in the building, fam.
Oh, Lord, Carlton, my brother.
Todd, who that to you? Todd, good to see you in the chat, my brother. Appreciate you for chiming in as well. All right, so fam, we're gonna get into it.
Till the legend up in this thing.
Till,
dude that beat me in Madden.
Till is pretty rough on the Madden, bro. I mean, I should have warned you that Till is the real deal with the Madden, brother.
All right, we'll get a rematch.
So you had to get your issue. So there you go. All right, so big ups to the rest of the family members. We're gonna get started. We got several different news, notes, and items we want to go over with the family members. So if y'all please give me just a second, I shall share the screen with you guys, and we'll get into talking about some of these news, notes, and items on this episode of the Coma. So let's get into it. And we'll start off with this one. The NFL announces playoff game schedule for divisional round. And before we get started, family, I wanted to give a special shout out, like I said, to all the family members in here that are YouTube members and Patreon champions. This is usually Tuesday nights are reserved for our Patreon and YouTube family members, the YouTube members, family members as well. And we're doing it today because it's more like an introduction show to what we do on Tuesday night. We do at least 3 or 4 of these a year where we start, we'll share it with the rest of the family members. But really Tuesday nights, this is what we do. So please strike upon a like button. And if you want to consider joining Patreon to help out the live stream or the platform, please go to patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. That's patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. You get shows like TSC Q&A Live. You also get shows like On Q with Big Q, our news show. And eventually we're working on when football season is over with, we're working on also comedy as well. So we're going to be rolling out some comedy stuff and, a few little things and stuff like that, man. We pretty
just having fun, man. We're just having a good time.
That's all, family. And if y'all enjoyed the shenanigans that we did and I appreciate everybody too for our Sunday broadcast. We was chilling at Uncle Mozzie's crib. And I know, you heard the children, and that's how, family centric. That's our mentality, man. And we just some talented young people, just having some fun, and we just being there. So big ups to the family members as well. To hit patreon.com/the Pro Media Network to sign up. It's as cheap as $1 a month to help out, or there's several different donation tiers as well. You can also become a YouTube member by hitting the join button on the main screen of our YouTube page. You can hit that as well. I'll say, okay, now let's get into the news, notes, and items. I just wanted to thank everybody for doing that. All right, let me get this off the screen right quick, family. Let me get that off the screen there so everybody can see. All right, here we go. All right, NFL playoff game schedule for divisional round comes down like this. And of course, it's the schedule. NFL announced Saints playoff. I mean, not the Saints, but the playoff schedule for the divisional round on Sunday following the conclusion of the Saints 21-9 wildcard win over the Bears. Following Super Bowl weekend next week will mark the first playoff test for the top-seeded defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC and top-seeded Packers in the NFC. And this is, of course, the schedule. Saturday, the number 6 seeded Rams take on the Packers, 4:35 Eastern time. That'll be a Fox game.
Rams win.
And it could be a surprise there because the Rams were running the ball. Jared Goff played well in the game. The defense was fierce. I don't know what Aaron Donald is, if he'll play this matchup, but boy, that Rams defense was something serious. This in the wild card round. So we'll see what they can do. And remember, Green Bay is susceptible, defensively speaking, to the run. They do have some components all the way around there, but the Rams defense have the secondary and the defense to get after Aaron Rodgers. They can make it very uncomfortable. So from a defense offensive standpoint, this will be interesting. Rams, Packers in the cold. We'll see how they deal with that. And of course, same day, AFC number 5 seeded Baltimore Ravens up against the number 2 seeded Buffalo Bills. That'll be another fun game to watch. Buffalo's something serious this year. They can run the ball. They can play defense. They can pass the ball. And
they're having fun.
Right. And then big shout out to Uncle Mozzie, too, because Uncle Mozzie been jeffing for Stephon Diggs for several years now. And I was like, man, come on with that Stephon Diggs. But you got to give Stephon Diggs credit this year because Diggs led the NFL and not only catches, but also in reception yardage. So Stephon Diggs did his thing with Buffalo, man. He gives them a key component that they were missing for some time. So Buffalo is a dangerous team. This will be a fun matchup to watch. And, of course, the Sunday games will be the Cleveland Browns, who really, they beat the Cleveland Browns, really beat the Pittsburgh Steelers down in that matchup. In the wild card, they have a stiffer contest up against the Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champions. Will be interesting. People thinking that Cleveland Browns' reign comes to an end. They're supposed to be getting their coach back, Kevin Stefanski, who wasn't there for the game. So we'll see. Cleveland can run the ball and they can play defense. If they can run the ball and keep it out of Kansas City Chiefs' hands and be able to get to them with Myles Garrett and those guys, that's a big part. They can listen, they have the capacity to duplicate to some degree what the Saints did to the Kansas City Chiefs. If I'm the Browns, I'm looking at that Saints versus Chiefs game and saying, man, the Saints held them to 32 points, really held them to 4 touchdowns pretty much, and they couldn't throw the ball beyond 23 yards. So let's see if we can duplicate that while we dominate the ground game with Kareem Hunt and Chubbs. If you can do that, man, we got an opportunity to pull off an upset. But the NFL referees will be out in full force to make sure the Kansas City Chiefs advance in this matchup. But anyway, let's keep it going. And then, of course, the money game. The number 5 seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on our New Orleans Saints, the black and gold champions. Round 3 on Fox. This is going down. This is the big matchup of matchups for the divisional round. We get out the wild card round. The divisional round is going down. We plan for big blue chips, the advancement of the Saints into the NFC Championship game, the first time in 2 years since we were there against the Rams. Could it be a Saints versus Rams situation, a rematch of a couple of years ago when the referee no call? Could that possibly be a scenario? We'll see. But this is the schedule, family. Just dropping it on the family members. We'll get more and more into the matchups as we move forward, breaking down the Saints stuff as we get further into the week. All right, next item on the docket. Elvin Kamara sends his Christmas Day cleats notice for $5,000 fine to the Hall of Fame. So that's Kamara. As you can see, Kamara, it says 5th and 6th TD ball and some other stuff. So he got his jersey in there. He got his cleats. He got the 5th and 6th TD ball. He kept the others. And then he got a note in there, his NFL fine letter. So he threw all of that in the box, took a picture of it, and said, there you go. So NFL fine Kamara $5,000 for wearing the unapproved cleats. That's the uniform police during his big win over Minnesota on Christmas Day, in which the Saints running back went in with a festive pair of red and green. See, you should be able to allow, like, if your team plays on Christmas Day, you should be able to wear the colors of Christmas for that day. You shouldn't have to be, it should be some type of allotment or ability where if you're playing on a holiday and you want to get a little festive or whatever, you should be to do that. So I mean, NFL cut it out. You bunch of Grinches, cut it out. But I got to give it to Elvin Kamara. He's just sticking it to him on this one here. And so the NFL uniform violation fine wasn't exactly welcome news, and Kamara isn't letting it. But remember, he matched the fine and then donated the money to charity. Sure. That was what he said. So big ups to Elvin Kamara. As you can see, there it is, the tweet image of him with his cleats, and then the two of the 6 touchdown passes, a jersey, and of course the NFL fine letter. So I wonder what they're going to do with that. They probably throw it out. Hopefully they put it in there with it. So we'll see. All right, let's move on to the next one. And this was coming from, that's right, AtlantaFalcons.com. What did they talk about? That Saints related? Reports Joe Brady and Terry Fontenot pairing very possible for the Falcons. There's been no official indication from the organization about which way they are leaning with their search at this point in time. Now, the reason why I called out to the rest of the family members, the Falcon people that's looking for a new team, that's tired of the Falcons falling out of the stuff and losing. And they're like, you know what? I want to be with a winner. I'm going to the New Orleans Saints. Well, welcome aboard. And I'm saying that because either you come now or you going to be there later, because they taking all our people and they're going to just build New Orleans. They're going to build the Atlanta Saints already. So what's going on is what I'm calling this is the start.
It started with the Mercedes building.
Right. That's absolutely right, Swade. They're no longer the Atlanta Falcons. They're now the Atlanta Saints, because that's all they doing is taking from you. Like Swade astutely mentioned, the Mercedes, they couldn't, out of all these car people out here, you're going to go get the same name on your building that we got on our building. Started with that. And now you won't hire all our personnel people and former coaches. So listen, I gave the invitation to the Atlanta people, come on over, or you become a part of the real deal New Orleans Saints, or you're going to have the Atlanta Saints. So from now on, if they hire Joe Brady and Terry Fontenot, they are officially the Atlanta Saints. That exact, because they're trying to build, they steal it from us, and they're trying to build a Saints team in Atlanta. So they are the Atlanta Saints. All right, let's get into the article right here. Atlanta Falcons are continuing their thorough search for the next head coach and general manager, but 2 names emerged Monday in multiple reports as possible favorites. According to the multiple reports, the Falcons could be eyeing Carolina Panthers offensive coordinator Joe Brady. Now, I just talked about that, man, because he's hot on several different job boards for a head coaching position. Yes, he is. Now, according to these reports, they're saying that the Carolina Panthers, Joe Brady, they're looking at him as a head coach and the Saints executive Terry Fontenot as the general manager. What does that mean? Well, we know Terry Fontenot going to come in with his understudy. Who taught him that? Mickey Loomis. Mickey Mouse Loomis he's Mickey Mouse Loomis Jr. That's who Terry Fontenot is. He started from the bottom up. He's going to orchestrate contracts like Mickey Loomis does. Joe Brady, where does he come from? Under Coach Payton. He's using Coach Payton's offense in Carolina right now. Now, Atlanta wants Sean Payton's offense in Atlanta. Atlanta Saints. In related content, of course, there's no official indication for the organization about which way they're leaning with their search at this point. CBS senior writer Jonathan Jones tweeted on Monday that a union between Brady and Fontenot is very possible in Atlanta. Local reporters who cover the Falcons then echoed. As you can see, there's the tweet right here saying that CBS Sports News yesterday, sources have told me Fontenot Brady union in Atlanta is very possible. Of course, the Falcons are still conducting their robust search for a GM and head coach. So I wouldn't be surprised by that. And of course, Zach Klein said last night on Sports Zone Saturday that would be very surprised if the combo is not Fontenot and Brady. All signs are pointing to the Falcons making that a reality. So there you go. Now, of course, Brady has been one of the fastest rising coaches. I mean, you thought the guy from Texas Tech was fast ride. He's the guy. What's his name? I forgot the man. Y'all tell me in the chat. The head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. You thought that goddamn guy had a fast track to stardom. Joe Brady has a damn nuclear missile attached to his back or something, because boy, he is just taking off, man. And anybody he knows, like his little underlings, like his buddies, Joe Pete and DJ Main guys, who were offensive assistants underneath him, they are now, one is the offensive coordinator and one is the game time.
Talking about Cliff Kingsbury?
Kingsbury. There you go. Thank you, family. Kingsbury. You thought he had a rocket on his back. Boy, I'm telling you, Joe Brady is taking off. And he just a couple years ago, he was he wasn't even offensive coordinator. He was a passing game coordinator with the LSU Tigers for our 15-0 championship season. So from there to now, he's about to be a head coach, which is not really a shocker, to be honest with you, because they wanted to see if his game could translate in the NFL. And he had a really nice system operating with Carolina. I got to give it to him. He did a real good job with what they did up there, despite all the injuries or whatnot. He did a pretty damn good job. So, I mean, listen. And then, and then think about it like this, too. Remember, you got Harbaugh of Baltimore. Remember, he was a special teams coach, and they moved him to a head coach position. He went from special teams to head coach. That don't happen too often, but Harbaugh did that. So I guess this is, kind of documented. But anyway, Fontenot has been in New Orleans since he's been there for 18 years, Sway. The entirety of his NFL career, in that time, he's worked his way up through the Saints organization. I think he started off as the janitor and served as vice president, assistant general manager, pro. The Saints gave the man an advance and promotion because they knew somebody would come a calling. So they tried to keep him, but ultimately he gonna run his own ship. So Fontenot spent 7 seasons as a pro scout, another 7 seasons as director of pro scouting, helping some of the league's most talented rosters. So there you go. So Fontenot's time has come, and Joe Brady's time has come. And Atlanta is no longer, if they hire them, they are no longer the Atlanta Falcons. They are the Atlanta Saints. Y'all remember that. All right, let's move on to the next one. Swade, you want to chime in on that before we talk about the next one?
Damn the Falcons. You know what? Everybody, I mean, if you can't beat them, join them. I mean, we've dominated this whole division for the past 4 years. And I mean, hey, we must be doing something right. A lot of players and the coaches have come and went on Sean Payton and Drew Brees' stint in New Orleans for the New Orleans Saints. We have seen them come and go. And Lord knows how many coaches the Falcons went through, or the Tampa Bay and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and quarterbacks as well. So I mean, hey, it's time to, they want to be like us, man. It's the reason why Carolina came and got what's his face, Bridgewater, and it's the reason why certain things happen, and why the Atlanta Falcons are going after Brady and such and such. Is they want to be us, man, and it's flattery. I'm flattered. But you'll never be us, bro. Never be us, dude. Stop the madness. Like I've been telling y'all, back in the day when we gave them Bobby Abel and Joe Horn and Martin Anderson, they've been trying to be like us, but it'll never happen. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, you got a point there, Swade. They did snatch up a bunch of our people. Joe Horn, all them guys.
True, and Carolina took the home.
Jake Delhomme, yeah. They went to a Super Bowl. They didn't win it, though. Yep. But they had some success, but they never could get.
Sam Mills.
That's right. Yeah, they
all
know
want
what
to
they're
be
doing.
us, bro.
Right. All right. Big ups to the family members chiming in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all being here on the show. Heavy C. Henderson, VB Saints Lady, and the rest of the family members. Thank y'all for being here. Much love to you as well. If you didn't hear your name early on, hit the who dat, and I'll give you a who dat back. Now, thank you for that. Demetrix, who dat to you, fam. Good to see you in the chat, bro. Who dat to you, fam. All right, let's get to the next one. Saints activate veteran safety DJ Swearinger from the C-19 list, and they waive Austin Carr. So let's get into some of this stuff. If you guys haven't heard, it's reported by NOLA.com's Amy Adjust. So let's see what she has to report. The Saints made a host of roster moves Monday following their first win over the first round win over the Chicago Bears, the Gummy Bears, just like we said. The Swade said it was the toilet seats, the Chicago toilet seats. I call them the Chicago
Bears. They were the Pooh Bears.
The Pooh Bears, the Gummy Bears. And they lived up to every bit of one of them damn names because they was garbage and they was a pushover. All right, the Saints activated veteran safety DJ. The Saints activated veteran safety DJ Swearinger from the C-19 list. He missed the Saints' last 2 games after going on the list Saturday before the regular season matchup with Carolina. With Swearinger back on the active roster, the Saints do not currently have any players that are on the C-19 list anymore. How about that? As a corresponding move, the Saints waived Austin Carr from the active roster. If he clears, he will be a candidate to return. Of course, you know that's going to happen. The Saints also released practice squad defensive tackles Christian Ringo and Anthony Zattel. Their releases are corresponding moves to bring aboard veteran specialist and long snapper John Denny and kicker Blair Walsh. You got me right. The Saints signed Denny and Walsh to be emergency backups for the playoffs just in case the specialist room gets taken out by the C virus stuff. So, and then additionally, receiver Jake Kummerow, who they signed signed on to the team. I think it was in the Carolina, the last game of the season. They ultimately say, you know what, when our guy's healthy again, you can go ahead on about your business. But he did clear waivers, and the Saints didn't sign him, so I can see what they're doing right there as well. So it's good having all of the family members, all of the Saints family members back off the C-19 list. That's a blessing. The Saints continue to get healthier and wealthier as the season go on into the playoffs. So a lot of good health there as we are healthy. We're healthy and rested. I keep telling people that, we're not worn down. We're healthy and rested getting deep into this playoffs. And as you could tell, the Saints beat on the Bears like that. It wasn't no deep or hardcore matchup. We were able to rest guys. Guys were dancing, and there was nobody tired in that Chicago Bears matchup. We didn't have to go down to the last few minutes and barely win the game. You know what I'm saying? We leisurely and casually won that game without even really breaking a sweat. So that's a major plus. Swade, you want to comment on this article before we go into the rest of it?
Nah, go ahead, man. I'm not worried about none of them.
All right, Saints. And just to add on some more of that, the Saints signed kicker Blair Walsh to the practice squad. And of course, remember, Swade was always quite recently talking about the woes of Will Lutz. Some people have now deemed.
Told y'all, be cautious. And I'm not the only one that saw it. Obviously, the Saints organization saw it too.
But they're not saying that, though, Swade. That's for the C-19 reasons. Well, we got a long snapper and a kicker, because everywhere else on the team, we have players that can substitute. We got enough quarterbacks, we got enough running backs, we got enough wide receivers, tight ends, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers, and DBs as well. We didn't have a backup kicker just in case we had an issue with that, or a lone snapper, which is also a very important role as well. So very interesting, but you do have a punter. He's on the IR. If you want to release him, if you have an issue with your punter, you do have Blake Gillikin there. So the Saints do have now all three backup players for the special team as well. So Blair Walsh was brought in, but it does paint the picture about if Will Lutz continues to struggle in the playoffs in terms of his kicking, do the Saints go with Blair Walsh, or do they work it out with Will Lutz? I mean, that'll be an interesting little issue to happen. But anyway, Saints signed Blair Walsh. And remember, Walsh was an all-pro kicker as a rookie in 2012. He played for the Vikings, the Seahawks, and made 82.4% of his 187 field goals. That's pretty good. Walsh has not attempted a field goal in the game since 2017, though he has spent the week with the Falcons during the training camp in 2019. The Saints tried out Walsh and former German kicker Chandler Cannizzaro on January the 1st before Saints kicker Will Lutz missed a PAT in a regular season finale and then a 50-yard field goal against the Bears in the playoffs. Coach Payton said Lutz on Sunday will someone that will bounce back. I'll think he'll answer the bell. So there you go on that. And so the Saints have another kick in the program. So Walsh's signing could be an option in case emergency C-19 situation like the Saints face with the running backs against the Panthers. Or perhaps if Will Lutz struggles in the playoffs, do you go to the veteran Blair Walsh? But then again, this guy hadn't kicked in a meaningful game since 2017. So very interesting there as well. All right, and that'll do it. And, of course, the long snapper and all that stuff signed. So that'll do it for those reports. Now, family, we're going to join into this section. Thank you. Appreciate you, Tyrone, for becoming a pro star. Much love to you, Tyrone. Who that to you? And thank you for joining the pro star, join up on our YouTube membership. Appreciate you there. All right, now let's move into this, family. Now, this is a couple of the what we're going to do here in TSC Q&A Live for the family members. We always tend to go into what we call a hater skit. We'll break down some information, then we'll go into the hater skit. Now, I usually have 3 videos to play. Today, I ain't going to play 3 videos. We're going to go right around to about 8 to 8:30. today, so it won't be an extremely long show today. We'll come back Wednesday with a 3-hour show. So we'll keep it going. Simply Tasha, who that to you, baby? Good to see you in the chat. Much love to you, fam. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like button, family. If you hadn't hit the like button, who that King? Who that to you too, my friend? Appreciate you, bro. Dropping in on this on the stream today. KB in as well. So big ups to all the family members. Now we're gonna play the hater skit. Now, pretty much what this is, we'll play. Yeah, bust that bill. Now we're gonna play some hater. We're gonna hit a skit right now, and then what we do in the hater skit, we play the haters talking about the Saints, and then of course Marco, who that to you, fam, and then I'll give some clever and very insulting commentary to the haters. But that's will make it fun. But we only do this on here. We don't do it nowhere else. That's why I said I think it'll be pretty cool to do that. All right, Tyrone upgraded to membership to Pro Superstar. Thank you, Tyrone, again. Thank you, Tyrone. Appreciate you. Thank you, that bro, for leveling up your support there. Thank you, fam. Appreciate you. All right, family. All right, Sway. Here we go. We're gonna play the hater skit like the head go.
Saints have after winning
in our offense, and do y'all guys agree with that? Do you agree with Skip Skeletor Bayless and Skip Skeletor? Do y'all agree with that? With what he just said? That do you guys feel that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Bruce Arians, who made the statement that there's no other unit that has more swag than their offense? Do you guys believe that? Sway, what do you think about that?
I'll tell you what. They have a lot of weapons, man. Like if you can count all the weapons with God, and then you have Mike Evans, and then you have Antonio Brown, and then you have Gronk, and then you have Brady, and then you have Fournette, and then you got you even got Sean McCoy. You got McCoy over there, and you got OJ Howard's probably injured anyway, but you have all these weapons. I mean, they don't have the swag, but they do have a lot of weapons. I don't even think they know how to use them like they're supposed to.
Well, I mean, they riding this AB thing real hard. Well, AB just got there. Now he's dead. I'm like, okay, listen. This is how a critical thinking person's minds work. And the Great Saint Think Tank minds work as a collective. When you say that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers weren't ready for the Saints in week 1, even though I knew that they were, let them have it, because they're going to say they didn't have a preseason, but they're not going to say that you didn't have one either. So you made the most of what you had versus what they did. So you were successful there. That's why you won. Your preparation, your game plan, everything was better than them. That's why you won. Week 9, we went to their building and beat them twice as worse than what we did in week 1 in our building. Okay? Neutralized demoralization, total demoralization. Heads were down in their building. You beat that team, and they were picked by their international Universal Church of Tom Brady worshipers, picked him as the guy to run away with the division. Week 9, they were hot. When the Saints met them in Tampa Bay, they were hot. The Saints defense was not playing like that. They had plays here or there, but they didn't totally put it together until that week 9 matchup when Coach Payton went and found clippings of what the news media was saying about them, showed the team, it excited the team, pissed the team off, and that's when you seen that top 5 NFL defense come into that game and totally demoralize the Buccaneers. Not only the defense, but the offense showed up, special teams showed up. It was a complete effort. It blew the league off to the point, blew them awake, even to the point where ESPN refused. And I have it on the community section. Y'all can go to there and look and scroll down. You can see it. I took a screenshot of the page, the main page of the NFL. Even did a video on it. Matter of fact, I did a video on it too. It was the first one when all of the people from the PFF and all these people were making excuses for Tom Brady. Is that first video, not the second, because I did 2 of those. And that first video, or maybe it was the second one, that I showed a screenshot image, not on the screenshot, but I went on there and actually dialed down on the page to show you that they totally had, just omitted the fact that the Saints won against Tampa Bay. They didn't even put that up on the main page. You had to go into the page to the actual score and pull it up. There was no headline. There was no highlight on that front page. They ignored it. But then later on that night, that Monday night matchup, which was the Colts and the Patriots, they put that win up the next day as a top item. They totally omitted that, and I covered that, and I blasted them for that. So what I'm saying is that there was a narrative that Tampa Bay was supposed to run away with it, even so far as the playoff situation where you weren't allowed to clinch until you beat the Minnesota Vikings. Why would you need to wait to clinch against the Minnesota Vikings when there were even a divisional team in the NFC South? Why would you need to do that? You should have clinched right after the second matchup when you beat Atlanta. You should have clinched then. That was it right there, because you basically eliminated them. The week prior to that, Carolina was eliminated. You would not need to beat Carolina again just to clinch. They did that so that leaves a door open for Tampa Bay to sneak around and in and try to steal it from up under you. But we were able to take care of business. What I'm saying is always been a narrative this entire season dealing with Tom Brady. That will continue, and I will cover this more so as the week go on in. But that is the narrative. Tampa, they've been saying now the mentality is, well, week 9 y'all won, but they're not the same team that they were from week 9. They just they became better. AB is better. Is better. And I'm saying to myself, okay, I'll give you that. Tampa Bay is better than what they were when we kicked their ass. They got to be, because nobody could be worse than that, right? But if their offense was better than that, then wouldn't you think, just logically speaking, that your progression, being that you were better than them at that point both times this year, that you're a level 2 or possibly 3 better than what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is? You never stop improving either now. You also got better. So as they got better, you got better. So that means that you trending over them. So no matter how good you've gotten, you're still not as great as us, is what I'm saying. But the narrative is they wasn't the same. You'll get a different team. They'll be a lot more competitive in this game. But the reality is they can't do nothing with the Saints. The only way the Saints lose is if the Saints shoot themselves in the foot by not doing the right thing, dropping balls, miscues, stuff like that. If the Saints do what they're supposed to do, run the ball, and don't make all the mistakes, rush Tom Brady, get him on the ground early, he gets demoralized. His heads drop. He starts fussing and cussing at his people. That offensive line, like Swade say, they're a bunch of balderdash. They garbage. They cannot stand up. Cam Jordan's going to eat them for breakfast, and so is Trey Hendrickson. He had a big game against him. Cam's going to eat him up. Davenport's healthy. Granderson is there. It's too much to even count on. Swade, last comment on that before we go to our last hater skit.
No, I already know it. It's gonna the game is gonna be decided in the trenches, and we win that battle on both sides. The first game they did have some pressure out. Their linebackers were, putting some hits out on us, but I mean, the other side of the ball, to where our defense comes into play, is where we won the game. And bro, they can't stop us. We are a better team, period. That's just what it is. I mean, no matter how you can be 27 years old, your little brother is 8. He's tired of you whipping his ass. But I mean, what he gonna do? What he gonna do?
He can't do nothing till he grow up, and that's no guarantee.
He can't do nothing, right? Ain't nothing you can do.
And even when he grew up, that don't guarantee him a win.
Exactly. So what he gonna go do? Tell mama, aka the commissioner? Oh. So now, also, we got to watch out. The dirty calls are coming, player. We all playing Brady.
Yes. Hey, listen, it's going to be fun, man. Remember, this happened before. It's like history repeating itself, fam. If you go back several years ago, remember we had that. It was before they broke up everything that was going on with Carolina. They fired Riverboat Ryan. Remember that year? The Saints beat they swept them. We swept the Carolina Panthers in the regular season. Then they came into the playoffs. We beat them there again. This is another repeat of that happened. And I'm not overlooking Tampa Bay, but I'm telling you, we play our game. Nobody could beat us. I've been saying that. Go ahead, Sway.
Right. And even in our Super Bowl year, it's lined up for us again, because we had to knock out 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks, which was Kurt Warner, it was Brett Favre, and then we had to play Peyton Manning in the end. So here it is lined up once again. We're definitely going to have to beat Brady. I know I'm pretty much guessing that Rodgers would be lined up after that. And then we probably end up having to play the future, as they call him, Mahomes. So it's all lining up for us again, man. The Saints should come out, and we are the only person that can beat ourselves, man. We are the only person that can beat us. We have everything lined up. Shout out to Terry. Terry also said, I think it was Tori or Terry, said that he did. I was right that he did see some new play calls come out that playbook from this last game. And I told you, this is stuff that they didn't have on film. They didn't want to bring out all the plays during the season so that people have film on it and they'll know what to do. I know Tampa Bay is definitely looking for us to come out with what beat them before, and we don't want to get cute. We're just gonna stuff the ball down their throat and just run the ball, mix it up with a little pass, and give them some things they haven't seen before. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Y'all gonna love this game. Trust the people.
All right, let's move on to the next one, fam. Who that to the rest of the family members in the chat? Big ups to you, fam. Thank y'all for being here. Go black and gold.
And plus,
Who
I
dat to you?
want Antonio Brown to punch. I want Antonio Brown to punch Garner Johnson in the face. I want to see if he could get Antonio Brown's ear. That should be easy.
Yeah. I think he talked about their mama or something like that. That's enough. That's the only thing I say that to get him that mad. Well, well on the second time for a guy to take a swing at him and the coach telling you, "Hey, stupid, don't do that. We can't do that again."
Right.
And then another guy does it. Come on, bro. Come on. But anyway, let's keep it going. Big ups to Jermaine Scobie, the rest of the family members chiming in. Rush Hour, who that to you as well. All the family members. LaDerek, who that to you as well. Good to see you in the chat, fam. Matthew, who that to you? Matthew, good to see you in the chat as well, bro. Let's see. Tell me about it. Who that to you? And all the family members, thank y'all for chiming in. Who else I got there? I want to make sure I shout out a few family members before we jump in the next one. If I didn't give you a shout out, give me a who that, and I give you a who that back. Who that to you, Adrian? Big ups to you. All right, Malawi. Let me get this right. Make sure I got this right. Malawi Lake 40. What's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Big ups to your family. Thank you for chiming in on this episode. Big ups to you. All right, let's move on to the next, and it's the final one right here. What's up, Jadon? Who that to you? Jadon Poorman. Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat, fam. Big ups to you. All right, now this is the final and last St. Gunner. What's up, St. Gunner? Of the hater skits. We usually do like 3 of them, and then we break it down. But it's kind of fun stuff we do on TSC Q&A Live. So if you like it, feel free to go on patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. Sign up or become a YouTube member, and you'll have access to this every Tuesday. All right, Lavelle, who that to you, fam? Big up to you. Lit Cookies. What's up, Lit Cookies? Who that to you? Derek, what's up, Derek? Hennessy, who that to you, Derek? Okay, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. He says I'm right. Thank you. All right. Let's keep it going, fam, as well as we keep it moving. Now, here's Dan. If anybody in the chat, Sway, do you remember what's her name? Sally, the talk show host. I just said her name and it just slipped out of my mind. That fact. Sally Jesse Raphael, remember her? She was the female Donahue. Remember? You remember her? I don't think Sway remembers her. But anyway, Slick Rick, who that to you? But that's what Orflarski's glasses remind me of, as an attempt to look smart. And that will hurt you because, wearing glasses can make you look smart depending on who it is. But when you're loud and it's just like you're yelling and you talk and you put the glasses on, stupid shit coming out of your mouth and wearing glasses, it just don't mix, bro. You destroy the glasses when you start spewing out stupid shit. So let's hear what Awful of Larfsky and Ryan Clark got to say about this one. Here we go.
To Tampa making a run to the Super Bowl, who is that player?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio
Brown has become an integral part of this pass game for Tampa Bay. We're talking about multiple touches. Now that he's settled in, he's gotten into the rhythm of this offense, and he's got his feet back underneath him. Multiple ways to get him the football. He's winning on routes. That was the big thing that didn't happen when he first started playing, so that's happening now. He's winning against man coverage. He's seeing the field the same way as Tom Brady in the zones, throttling when he needs to, sitting in between linebackers when he needs to. Last 5 games, Tom Brady at AB, 77% completion percentage. That tells me that Tom trusts him. 10.4 yards per attempt. So they're pushing the ball downfield a lot, and then 5 touchdowns. The last time that Antonio Brown was actually on the football team, okay, not the first game back from sitting out for 18 months, but on the football team was 2 years ago in Pittsburgh. And they went on the road to play against New Orleans, and he had 14 for 185 and 2 touchdowns. He has become a matchup problem for this Tampa Bay offense. Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, who are you going to cover? I think he's a huge, huge part of this game moving forward this weekend.
RC.
All right, listen. Just because you wear glasses It might make you smart, but it hurts the glasses when you say stupid shit. AB, whatever his name is, Antonio Brown, was not playing defenses as impactful as what the Saints is going to do. We're going to neutralize you throwing the deep ball because the Saints will put pressure on Tom Brady. Because even though this dude talks loud and he has red glasses like Sally Jesse Raphael, he's saying stupid shit. And the stupid stuff that I'm talking about with Dan Orlovsky is the fact that he's talking about matchup nightmares. Well, how the hell is he supposed to throw the ball at Antonio Brown if the Saints defensive line is destroying the Tampa Bay offensive line? He didn't make mention of that, Orlovsky. What about that? How the hell are you going to throw the ball to AB? Because remember, they had Antonio Brown there before, but he wasn't adjusted to the offense, Q. He wasn't adjusted to the... Well, listen, even though he knows how to run a route, okay? AB knows how to run a route. He knows how to get deep. He knows he's AB. He might not be that dialed in, but he's still in the force. He still could be in the force for you. If you put AB on the Saints offense and he only practiced for a week, you don't think he can go out there and catch 5 passes for 60 yards and a touchdown? That's AB. That's AB. So what I'm saying is, I don't care about your skill set, wide receiver weapons. The issue is, can your offensive line keep Tom Brady clean enough to make those throws down the field? I say he doesn't, because Tampa Bay has not solved the offensive line issues that plagued them in both matchups against the New Orleans Saints. See, that's what kind of backwards ass. See, these are people that the Disney people. I don't even call them ESPN. This Disney. This Disney sports. These people getting paid by the mouse. And you paying people like that to talk about skill set. Those wide receivers don't mean a hill of beans. They don't mean a hill of cow dung unless you can get the proper protection where you can be able to throw that ball. The Saints are not going to have Tom Brady's not going to have a clean pocket. The Saints are going to rush for and have success like they had. They're going to selective blitzes in there where they're going to send DeMario in there. They're going to put Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and have him blitzing on that edge like he did against several teams this year. Remember we was doing that? You're going to see a lot of that roll out. And it works because Tom Brady can't move in the pocket. Now, he does have the propensity to try to get rid of the ball as fast as he can, but he's going to dump it off to guys like Gronkowski for short gains and all this kind of stuff. If he goes forcing the ball downfield, he's going to pick up multiple interceptions like he did in both those contests. But see, this is the smarty acts of the Disney network, Disney sports agency, that's trying to teach you or tell you, and they got all the graphics and all the colorful shit, but they don't know a hill of beans. How you talking about AB when the biggest problem for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the offensive line and protection? They can't protect the man. And you trying to tell me the teams that they played on the back end of the season that wasn't the Saints was an indication that they could play with the Saints? And the 2 matchups you played with the Saints, you wasn't even able to make the adjustments to stop Tom Brady from getting his feathers ruffled. And listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. Like I said in the previous versions of the TSC Q&A live show, Tom Brady's milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. Tom Brady, I said this before. I actually sung the song and put the beat on and even did the song. Remember Careless? Remember the old song by Careless? Well, listen, Tom Brady milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. That's what I'm saying. And who the boys are? Anthony, AB, Gronkowski, Fournette, all the boys to the yard. All of them, bring them all to the yard. But Tom Brady cannot protect himself in the pocket. That's a main issue, and that's why the Saints were able to demoralize the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When we were able to ruffle the feathers of Tom Brady and put him on the ground, it's not hard to do. To say that he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, you start knocking him on his ass and sacking him, his head started dropping, he started cussing and pointing. It's easy demoralization of Tom Brady. The Saints will hammer him often. But you got Orlovsky sitting his stupid ass up there, yelling with the Sallies on, thinking he's saying something smart. Let's see what Ryan Clark has to say that we're going to peel out.
What do you think? That's Antonio Brown. Obviously, so many things have happened since the last time we saw him on a stage like this, but he does figure to be an important piece.
You know what? When you look at this offense, it was very Golden State Warrior-ish, right? When they won the 73 games, you felt like they could do anything. That's why we were so excited about Tom Brady. And then I kind of felt the same way I felt about KD going there as I felt Antonio Brown. I was like, oh, this is a luxury. No, this was a necessity. And we're starting to see that necessity play itself out. Because now Mike Evans, when he draws that #1 coverage, you get to see Antonio Brown work on guys who shouldn't be covering him. He's still a #1 receiver. And now with the play-action game going, with the protection of Tom Brady being a priority for Byron Leftwich and Bruce Arians, this team is different. This isn't just the 7-step drop team that had Tom Brady sitting back there like a sitting duck, because they realized if we keep this dude clean, he is still one of the best quarterbacks in the world. And when he gets pressured, he's more like Sam Darnold.
Look at this.
That's what they've started to do.
Look at Sally.
Because they realized if we keep this dude clean, he is still one of the best. He's sitting back there like a sitting duck, because they realized if we keep this dude clean, he is still one of the best quarterbacks in the world. And when he gets pressured, he's more like Sam Darnold. And that's what they started to do. The play action pass. They're keeping extra linemen in the backfield blocking Rob Gronkowski, and you can do that because 81 is on the outside now. This team is playing offense at a very high level, and they're playing very efficiently. This is going to be exciting to see them go up against the New Orleans Saints, who have been their kryptonite this year and, quite frankly, embarrassed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the last time that they met. Then? This is a different Tampa Bay team, also a different New Orleans team.
All right.
This is the matchup of the weekend, and I can't wait to see it.
All right, this is a different. Listen, our different is different than their different, because our different is better than their different. Did y'all get that? Did y'all get all that? Preach. You heard what Sally started bopping his head? See, that's what I'm saying. Glasses, it may make you appear to be smart or make you look smart, but when you saying stupid shit and you bipping and bopping like you caught a seizure or something, see, you know what I'm saying? You see what I just said there? You see how he was looking smart and then he starts doing stupid stuff, talking and bipping and bopping. And then it's crazy because, listen, man, these people are on Tom Brady jock hard. That's why I despise the media. This is not even real sport people, man. This is not even real sport people. Now, these guys play in the NFL, but that's why I like to listen to guys who didn't play in the NFL, the ones that don't kiss the NFL's ass because they got their coinage from it. Independent guys that don't have attachment to it, who can keep that real going on. That's what I'm about. That's what I like. And this Disney-made shit is some bull. For these clowns to sit up here and talk about Tom Brady not being the same, preach, skip, preach. What is that? What is going on here? What the hell is going on out here? Awful of Larfsky saying that 81 is on the outside. You're going to leave Gronkowski in there at a block? You're going to go down the 3-step counts and all this kind of stuff? Bro, you was doing that in the second matchup. You adjusted to try to speed it up. But when there's nowhere to go with the ball, there's nowhere to go with the ball. There isn't. You thinking by doing that adjustment, that's enough? That made all the difference. We speed it up here. And no, cut it out, man. Cut it out. And they still saying it, and they saying the same thing across several different media platforms, that this is not the same Tampa Bay team that got their ass stumped by the Saints in both matchups. This is a better team. Okay, if they're better than what they were, which you can't get any worse than that, then we obviously better than what the hell you was doing. And if we beat you by double digits in both matchups, then obviously we're better than whatever you gonna bring. We didn't have a fall off. If anything, the Saints rediscovered their true power. And that power is the running attack, in which they use to hammer the Tampa Bay Buccaneers into the ground. It's absolutely insane. That's why we do the hater skits on here. I absolutely love doing the hater skits because it shows you how really stupid these guys are. I mean, geez. Jesus. Wow. Did y'all see Awful of Larfsky? Did you see him do the? What the hell is that of Larfsky? What the hell was that of Larfsky? My goodness. I told y'all, just because you put smart glasses on a dumbass, it don't make you smart. I'm telling you, it doesn't. It's absolutely insane. Okay, Swade, you back. Who that to you, fam? Good to see y'all in the chats as well. All right, Dudley, YT Solo, RG, what's up, fam? Who that to y'all? We've ready. Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat. And all of the family members as well. But that's the kind of jargon that you got to deal with. That's what you got to deal with. You're going to sit up here and try to convince them and basically gaslight. That's what it is. It's gaslighting. How are you going to bring up statistics to try to put the Buccaneers and the Saints together, Sway? There is nothing. We didn't leave them anything of substance to use that's positive. I guarantee them bastards burned the tape on both of those games. I promise you that. So we didn't leave you with anything to learn from. You didn't do anything well. You couldn't run. You kept getting your ass knocked off. Tom Brady, you sack him enough, he gets demoralized. He starts cussing and fussing at people. But you got this more Ryan Clark with them big old eyes, bro. You would think that with Ryan Clark with them big old Shula King ass eyes, them I call them Chris Tuckers. He got them big Chris Tuckers and he can't see the truth, boy. That just go to show you, boy. He got them Chris Tuckers on. He was born with the Chris Tuckers, bro. How you got the Chris Tuckers on, bro? You was born with them, but you that blind, bro. You can't see the truth. This ain't the same team. This ain't the same team. This ain't the same team. Well, guess what? We not the same team, and we was better than you week 1 and week 9 when we beat your ass by double digits. So we gonna beat your ass by double digits again. And you know what, Swade? I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen this week again. The media is positioning itself with the spiel that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have made the adjustments. They're not the same team as the Saints, even though the Saints beat them so bad that they had to burn the tape on both outings. So how you gonna then come and say now that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can play with the Saints? You can't play with the Saints. They're not in your league, man. That's like when you was a freshman in high school and you trying to holler at the senior lady. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go holler at the senior. You know what I'm saying? If you listen, that was like you a 5-star general. If you was a freshman in high school and you was able to have, you know what? Let me change that, because if you was a freshman at high school and you had game and you got, if you got game, you probably could have pulled that off. But that's like a 5-star general. But anyway, what I'm saying is that the chances are that you're not on her level. She up here maturity wise, bro. She way up here. She up here on you. You down here, bro. She see what you doing before you even come with it, bro. And that's how the Saints is, man. You can't play with us, man. That's like you a damn bitty ball team or a Division III college team trying to play the world champion Super Bowl winners. Man, come on, Sway, talk to me.
Oh, man.
You heard what that dude said? You heard what he said? You heard that?
Yeah. Well, what he said, Q?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. It's
say
just
it,
ridiculous.
Q.
What's up, Derek? Who that, bro? What's up, Lori? It's just ridiculous is what I'm saying, fam. This is ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. Ryan Clark, would you stop it? Would you stop
Ryan Clark rides the fence all the time, man. All the time he rides the fence. You know what? It's like sometimes he's against it.
You ride the fence that much, you walk in the fence, sooner or later, you're going to slip. So he's
been slipping. And then he jumps on the Saints side after we annihilate our opponents. So, I mean, dude, the talk, because, early in the season, I was very upset about the talk because it bothers me that, these people hate on us so much, but now I'm so used to it. It doesn't faze me anymore. I just know I trust the Pete. That's it. And then we're going to go to the Super Bowl. But I have an errand that I have to run, Q.
Okay.
Sports Talk family. Yeah, so I gotta go. But y'all know my keys to the game.
Well, Sway, bro, listen, bro. I appreciate you dropping by on the show, bro. And you do your thing, bro. And I'll talk to you later on, my friend. So who that to you? And big ups to you.
All right, family. All right, Q, baby.
Salute to my dog, Sway. Who that? That's Swade, man. I appreciate Swade dropping by, man, and as well. So, family, got about 30 minutes. We're going to close this thing out. I wasn't going to do a long show. Usually we do about a 2.5-hour TSC Q&A live. And this is what we usually do on TSC Q&A live. We open up the haters, and then we go in on. But like I said, you get no matter who you send and who you talk about, it's amazing because these are the professionals. These are the people that they're telling you that know all about the football. They the guys that know about everything. They know about it all. They got the game figured out. They play it in the NFL and you see some of the worst commentary that you could possibly hear from people that played in the NFL. That don't mean that you know what you're talking about just because you played there. You know, I get on there and tell your ass up, be like, well, that's true what he said. He ain't say nothing that was wrong. That's actually pretty true. That don't mean your offense, your wide receivers. Like, listen, I put it to you like this. It's simplified. I know bullshit gaslight techniques when I see it. This is and that's what they try to finagle you and and throw that razzmatazz in your face with the fancy graphics and all this old kind of stuff here. It don't work, man. You gotta have substance, man. And you obviously not appealing to me as a black and gold guy. You're appealing to the red and whatever they are over there. I don't know what the hell that is. Gold and whatever that is, turquoise or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But the reality at the end of the day is you can't sit up here and talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers first and the Saints second. Like the Saints lost. You can't do that. We've earned the respect to be talked about first. You don't get up here and talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and them having an opportunity to beat the Saints when the Saints handled them both times. You know? You don't do that. That don't make any sense unless you operating with an agenda. And they all saying the same stuff, agreeing with each other like they're members of the same choir because they don't. That's why I don't respect those guys. Because you cannot keep it real with the commentary. Why? Because the people that's running it want you to appreciate the Tom Brady. For whatever reason it is, I don't know what it is. It might be because he's the leader of the international Brady worship church. Skip Skeletor Bayless has a figurine on his counter, on his little bedside table that he rolls over at the middle of the night and worship before he go to work. So does the rest of these chumps. This awful of Lorfsky cat and the rest of these buffoonish people out here. You cannot talk about the Buccaneers first without talking about the Saints. The Saints have earned the right because they're not only the NFC South Division champions. Hello. About to bust that Lionel Richie on y'all. Listen, I'm saying, man, that the Saints are the NFC South Division winners. We swept the division. How you talking about Tom Brady and AB like they the key to the puzzle? They're not. The key to the puzzle is the offensive line. And they did not correct the woes of the offensive line. You can do whatever you think you're going to try to do by saying we're going to get it down to 3. I don't care if it's 3 or not. If we got you covered, why you going to throw the ball at but into the ground? He damn sure ain't going to run with it. We're going to leave Gronkowski in there. Good. Leave Gronkowski in there and let him block. We still going to tear your ass up. Give yourself one less weapon. Go ahead and do that. That make it easy better for us. I mean, it's just crazy. It's like you can take Muhammad Ali and match him up against whatever sorry ass heavyweight that you can find, any cab driver, and he'll beat that guy 100 times out of, and they fight 100 times, he'll beat him 100 times. It's just what it is. It's to a point where it's about levels. It's about levels in this here. It's levels to this stuff. The Saints are levels better than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How? Because they have something called camaraderie. You can't talk about, okay, we got camaraderie now, and half the year after the Saints beat our ass, we're going to come up in here now. We got camaraderie now. Now we can play, which is more than just that, bro. We got you beat at positions where you didn't go and address the offensive line issues to stop us from knocking that quarterback around. That's how we demoralized you. They're looking at wide receivers and all this. Are you kidding me? And this dumbass who's supposed to be a quarterback, he's supposed to automatically talk about the offensive line straight out by default. You a quarterback. How's Tom Brady gonna pass to AB if he getting pressured? He not. What's going to end up happening is they're going to end up the same way it happened in the last game with him throwing multiple picks in the game because the Saints are coming and the secondary are giving you no options to throw that's not underneath, and the Saints will beat you that way. You won't be able to run the ball on us, and we will neutralize your passing attack, and you're a statue. You can't move around, so you're an easy target for us. Now, listen, I'm not saying that we're unbeatable unless we beat ourselves by doing the wrong game plan and not executing. You can lose. Don't get me wrong on that. I'm not being overconfident, but I'm saying that you got these guys sitting up here talking about the Tampa Bay is better than this, they're not the same team as they would. I don't care but damn if they 10 levels better than what they were. Would you think we stayed at the same level when we was knocking your ass all out the way? And listen, man, to be honest with you, the 2 games we lost prior to the Christmas Day game and the Week 17 game was games that we should have won, but we wasn't balanced. We wasn't running the ball. We had 20 carries in one game, 17 in the next. If you ran the ball 30 plus times in the game, you beat Philadelphia easily and you beat Kansas City. You almost beat them. They won 32-28, or what was it? By 3 points? You punted 8 times. If you'd have converted at least half of those into field goals, you would have beat them. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we beating ourselves in these games when we was losing, as opposed to the team beating us. That's what I'm saying. And Tampa Bay don't have nothing for the Saints. We still gonna whoop your ass. That's the bottom line. We are going to whoop your ass, Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say it to you because you won't have all these fanciful Disney people running around talking about they're not the same team, Q. We better than we were. Oh, no, you're not. You might be better to the rest of them, but you ain't better than us, man. How you talk about you better than the full-time division champion Saints that swept the division handily? We 6 wins in the division, ran away with it 4 years straight, and you patchwork this team together, and you think you got a shot in hell of beating us with everything we got? It's more than just camaraderie. We're not a patchwork team. We're not a patchwork organization. These guys been here for years, and the thing that makes the Saints dangerous is the fact that the people that the real key players on the team remember the last 3 years of playoff foolishness, and that is going to drive them to win. They're not going to go down in the ground, but especially at the hands of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we know they're going to bring the referees in there. We know the refs coming in there to help them out. I was surprised that we got less calls than the opposition against the Bears. But guess what? They was trying, though. We just didn't give them any opportunities. So I'm saying at the end of the day, it's absolutely insane, man, that these people call themselves some type of commentators and they talking about AB. We're going to leave Gronk. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Man, absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. It's ridiculous, man. It's what it pisses me off because they can't even keep it real, man. That was an easy one to keep real. It was an easy one. How Skip gonna say, Skip, Big Country gonna say, well, there's no psychological advantage here. Really? Troll, really? You stumped their ass in the ground twice this year and you don't have a psychological, man, listen, let me tell you something. Let me put it in life talk. Let's talk life for a second, right? Let's say that you got somebody, a big guy or a big gal or whoever was fighting you in school, right? And they got you going up against a guy, you work out all the time, you're a boxer, and let's say you're an untrained fighter going into boxing. I'm gonna talk some boxing for a second. You untrained and you fighting somebody and you going in there talking about I'm a box. You know what's gonna happen to your ass? The same thing that happened to Nate Robinson. You know why? Because Nate Robinson, who didn't understand that you can't lean first with your face fighting somebody in the ring. He didn't have the proper technique. He didn't respect the fundamentals of boxing because there is stuff that you got to learn when you get in the ring. It's not like you fighting on the street. Boxing is organized. It's technique. There's things you thinking. You're a chess player. You're thinking. You're setting traps for your opponent. You're throwing combinations. You're figuring out where this person hurts, where they soften their gut or whether they got a soft chin. Maybe they got a strong chin and you want to work their body to take their wind out of them. But if you're a skilled fighter, you're going to whip that guy that ain't skilled ass. You will, because he don't know how to conduct himself in the ring. And how does that play to what we talking about with the Saints and the Buccaneers? Quite simply, the Saints are more skilled. They're a more determined team. And I'm telling you, this does not bode well for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The national media is going to help you get your ass whipped because Sean Payton is going to take the footage of what that awful of Larski dumbass was saying and Chris Tucker Clark, they're going to take them guys' film and show it to the Saints and say, listen, they still not respecting your mind. You swept your division. You a full-time division champion. That never happened before, by the way. Tampa Bay get together 1 year. They gave them all of that, and they still talking shit, talking about this ain't the same team that you played. Really? Them bastards talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers like they got money riding on them. I guarantee they do too. I guarantee them bastards got money because only somebody that got money riding on another team gonna go jiffing for him and go Jazzy Jeffing for him. They ain't the Fresh Prince. He just Jazzy Jeff and he Flavor Flavin for their asses. He ain't even the main act. He just the hype man. They just going hype man. Hammer, like Too Big MC and all these. You know, you just a hype man for somebody. You Jazzy Jeff. You ain't the Fresh Prince. You ain't the main dude. You ain't out there rapping. You behind there mixing and shit. You know, you dancing behind the scenes. You know, you the dancer. You ain't got nothing, man. Get your ass out of here, man. Come on, bro. You know what? Keep it up. Keep it up, people. Keep it up, Disney. Keep it up, all these people out here talking this shit about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers not being the same team they were when the Saints. I would be quiet as a church mouse right now if I was the Tampa Bay people. I'll be telling the media to shut the hell up, man. Would you be quiet? You gonna get our ass whipped. Won't you be, man? You know? I'm gonna be busting that Pop Witherspoons on there. That's what I'll be doing. I'll bust that Pop Witherspoon on their ass. Won't you be quiet? Would you be quiet? You gonna get our ass whipped. That's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be saying. You know? You gonna mess around and get your ass whipped. Them people gonna get y'all ass whipped. I'm telling you, Tampa Bay, y'all better call the media and say, man, y'all better stop Jazzy Jeffing for us, man. Y'all gonna piss this team off worse than what y'all did in week 9, and these people they're gonna whoop our ass. Stop helping us. Stop trying to speak up for us. But they don't know when to quit. They don't know when to quit. They don't know. They don't know when to quit. But that's all right. You know why? Because like I said before, keep talking that, you know what, and watch them. You gonna get them people ass whipped. Because that's what happened in week 9. Everybody picked the Buccaneers, Tom Brady. Oh my goodness, Tom Brady, all this kind of nonsense. But guess what? Guess what happened? You pissed the Saints off. Sean Payton said, listen here, look what they do. Look what they talking about. Here, look. And it was like, oh, real? For real? For real? That's how it is? Watch this and watch that. So listen, I'm telling you, stop to keep it up. Keep it up, Orlovsky, sitting up in there doing this and talking with them stupid looking ass. Keep doing that. Keep on going. Keep doing it. You gonna piss the Saints off, and we gonna whoop your tail. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's only Tuesday, but they ain't done yet. They ain't done yet. They're gonna keep talking that mess and keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it going. And I ain't play y'all. It's at least a half a dozen ones that I can play that they talking the same way, but I won't do it because I'm out of time. But anyway, fam, listen, I want to thank all y'all for tuning in on the show today. Much love to y'all. Big ups to y'all. If you're not a member of the Great Saint Think Tank and the Sports Coma, I want y'all to hit that subscribe button and join the show. Join the Great Saint Think Tank today, baby. Join us today. And if you're not a member, a YouTube member, where you can get these shows, our Tuesday shows usually be Patreon shows. So if you don't see us on Tuesday, it's because we're on Patreon. You can join Patreon. It's $1 a month. It's several donation tiers where you can join. We cover stories. We do the hater skits. And then we even open up the chat. I can't do it tonight. I'm kind of short for time, but we usually open it up as well. So feel free. Go to the patreon.com. Put the link is in the description section and join Patreon, or simply become a YouTube member and you can get access to this show as well as On Cue with Big Q. So a lot of stuff going on good. And I just keeping it real with y'all, man, on this Tuesday. I know I ain't talked to y'all since the weekend. Everything is good. We back in business. Everything good. I released several reports. Pelican post-game report, Ring Kings boxing, Tough Tiger Talk, all that's out there. If you're fans of any of that stuff, go to the description section below and join those other platforms that we also have. We produce over 50 to 60 shows a month. I'm not kidding now. I am not kidding. People look at me crazy when I say that. But I'm telling you, we produce between 50 to 60 shows a month. And we're doing that because of the family members that are Patreon members, that are YouTube members, that are Patreon champions, because of your help. So once again, I'd like to thank everybody for chiming in this one. Kevin Conley, Big Ant, who there to you, fam? Good to see you, J-Rock, and all the family members here. What's up, Lamar? Who there to you, Lamar? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Original Hot Boy 504. What's that? Eliska. I hope I'm saying that right. Eliska Scott, who that to you as well. Hope I nailed that. Don Juan Fontaine. What's up, Don Juan? Big ups to you, fam. It's J187. What's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. And you know, and that's the thing, man. Willie, what's up, Willie? Willie Bibbins, what's up, fam? Iceman, what's up, Iceman? Big ups to y'all as well. So much love, Lewis. What's up, Lewis? Who that to you, fam? But yeah, family, listen, I'm gonna move on with that. But listen, Tyrese, I want to thank all of the family members. Brother Wallace, who that to you? I want to thank all the family members for chiming in on tonight's show. Much love to the family members. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. The super chats. Thank the family members for the cash apps. Thank y'all for y'all memberships in YouTube. Thank you for your Patreon your memberships as well. And thank you overall for your support. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. That's why we work so hard to make sure we have entertaining and educational content for the family members and, you know, and just keeping this thing going. So thank y'all for being a main part. We are family here and we all doing it together. So I'll be back Wednesday with the injury report. Tomorrow we'll have some more news, notes, and items, interviews. We'll also open up the chat for conversation from the family members who have questions or that want to speak their mind. So we'll have all that tomorrow on our big show Wednesday as well. So it'll be a 3-hour plus show in this piece, and we'll be up in this joint. So much love to the family members. Thank y'all for joining us, and I'll see y'all later. Who that to you?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. One sports talking like the Falcons. Like we flow the lead. Talking who that? Who got cut and who got cut and who's in the players you should look at. You don't wanna miss the free game. Maybe DC a five. It's like a big Q and the guys. Make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints live. Talk the truth. Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, who that nation. When I say we bleed on it, we bleed on it. Ain't no robbery could ever hold us back. No beefquake, no bounty gate. Let the truth be told. The truth be told. We know it's Super Bowl.
Listening to the sports team, the big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that family? Check out the Pro Shop. That's right. The platform stores where you can go and buy all the latest merch. Available at the Pro Shop. Does hundreds of products for you and your family. Unisex tees, women, hoodies, sweatshirts, tank tops, baby items, long sleeve mugs, pillows, wall art, bags, masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, hats, and many other items. Feel free to check out the Pro Shop. The link is in the description section below. Remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop.